Liverpool, Real Madrid. Let's go through the highlights from this one, shall we? Where are we picking it up? Let's see.
Liverpool
score.
Chances.
That's the
yes, it was
assist,
a spotlight. It comes to Verti, who I thought had a really good game actually. Thierry's actually picking him out every time he did something good. He ended up giving the ball away, but look at that for a save. Absolutely outstanding. That was the first one, and then this was the second one. And Jamie's exactly right. I think Szoboszlai has been really good this season, especially with his running power in that midfield. And then we know he can do that, strike the ball. Absolutely brilliant game from him, especially as well defensively. But Real Madrid, chances, Gareth?
Yeah, there weren't too many, to be honest. We obviously spoke about this at half-time, but yeah, they were just a bit disappointing. They had a bit of possession, but never really kind of did anything with it. Again, this was probably the only clear chance, and the other one was kind of where Mbappe had that kind of open up of the foot, which wasn't really a chance, but he created something out of nothing. But yeah, just a bit disappointing in Real Madrid, to be honest.
And we all thought that the big man was going to once again unlock a situation from the corner. The ball was a bit too much on Courtois, not enough pace, as we all know, because it got done after on the goal.
Well, we talk about set pieces a lot now, and delivery's got to be right. Delivery is fantastic. And the smallest man on the pitch, McAllister, with a brilliant goal. Getting up to speed, you see there, he's just on side, Szoboszlai we just spoke to.
What a ball.
Amazing delivery, and that was the only thing really. Courtois maybe could have done better, sort of falling back a little bit, but he had
the pace of the ball.
Pace of the ball.
And the pace of the ball. And then Gakpo could have made it too. Really good save, that one.
I think he's got past that.
And I think Salah's just got to roll it across to Verts.
Look at Verts.
He's just had enough. He turned his back. In terms of movement, Gakpo come up front for Ekitike, and then Salah there, he just hungry for that goal, but he definitely should have passed. Good defending in the end by.
I mean, if it wasn't for Courtois, let's all be honest,
it could have been 3 or 4. It really could, but Militao, really good tackle.
Gareth, you said kind of disappointed overall with Real Madrid. What was missing?
Just that spark up front. I think me and Thierry were even speaking that we didn't see Mbappe and Vinicius in that final third really just do a bit of magic and get them back into the game. And it was just a bit disappointing, that final third. There wasn't really that kind of quality that you would expect from Real Madrid's players.
Can I just ask you about that? Because we sort of did it before, and we talked about that space. With the pace that Vinicius has, we've seen Mbappe do it, and we've seen Vinicius do it, but why are they stopping so much?
It's frustrating. I think it just complicates things maybe. I think sometimes you just need to knock it and test the defender. They're clearly quicker than anyone on that field. So, yeah, only I guess they can answer those questions. But I think maybe they don't do it, maybe because there's not someone else in the box waiting for the crosses. Maybe you need that focal number 9 where... No, but it'd be a bit difficult.
We talked about it before, Gareth. I do not understand. You have to play what you have in front of you. You have to play the moment. Mm-hmm. And even if there is no one in the box, as you said, at least the team went 30 yards back.
Yeah.
And then you can give the ball to your midfielder that maybe will have a strike outside of the box. But I don't know, when sometimes people try to be cute, where there's no need to be cute. If there is space, just give the ball. That all recycling the ball. Sometimes it's too scripted. You have a go. At the beginning, for example, we talked about it. Vinicius Jr. had Conor Bradley in the first 5 to 7 minutes, and then you let him breathe. Why do you let him breathe? Have a go up until he gets a yellow, then he can't defend the same way, but it didn't happen.
But what's it like though? Because we talked about a left footer playing on left. You played up front, but on that left-hand side, and you could go both ways. When they beat their man, do they come back inside because they want to go inside and don't want to cross with their weaker foot?
I just said, because we don't have the image now, but when we watch the game with Gareth, we're watching the game, and Vinicius Jr. received the ball in a 1v1 after having a good battle in the first 5 minutes against Conor Bradley, and he passed it back to his left back to receive it back, and it was a 1v3. Then he attacked the 1v3, and I'm like, wait, do the math.
Yeah.
You had a 1v1. Try to see what you can do with that one. Why you recycling the ball for it to come back to you to play a 1v3? I just don't get it at time.
What about the
we have some clip to back it up.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You know, beginning of the... yes, go. You have... and by the way, He had him at the very beginning, and then he went into him. He didn't really. It was kind of weird. That's what I'm saying. At the beginning of the game, he had to go, and you could see that maybe Conor Bradley was going to have a difficult game, and then you see, go back into that one, please. I just, can you go back if you can, please, because it's very important. And Gareth will. Hey, now, go, please, pause. What do you see, Gareth?
That space in behind.
Why do you push it?
Now go.
And let's talk after.
And then you've got the striker coming in at the back.
Push it, and then I look at you, and then we see who's the fastest. Why you want to play cute? The grass is there. Go, push it. You see the grass, you gotta go.
Was it fair to say that Conor Bradley was pushing him back the other way too?
No.
In terms of getting into the race, I know you're talking about individual stuff.
Go back again. Go back. Pose. What would you have done, Gareth?
I squared him up and then used the space in behind.
Me too.
Okay.
Do you not see the grass there?
So the question is, why is he not doing...
Heineken. Do you see it?
What about the Trent Alexander-Arnold situation? The fact that he comes back to his club.
I wanted to say that at the beginning of the game. Is that okay? Carvajal is not playing. They put back. You're going back to your old club. That's a double blow. Because I'm not judging what Xabi Alonso did. He has to do what he has to do to win the game. That means you're really far from everything right now. And I love Trent Alexander-Arnold. That has nothing to do with anything. But if you're sitting on that bench, playing against your whole team, and you left, and I can understand. I'm not part of the people that say you shouldn't have left or whatever, but you're sitting there and you're like, okay, Carvajal is not playing. Valverde is playing right back. And I'm not playing against it. Oh, that's a tough one. Hopefully it can come out of that and be strong with it. But overall, you know what, it was Liverpool's night. And what I like the most about Liverpool tonight, and I said it to Dominic before, is that they look like they could stop a counter. Recently, it was too open. It was too easy to attack Liverpool, and that's just not normal. You can't go play a high line, put pressure when you have holes in everywhere in your team, and so that's one thing that's very good for them. That doesn't look good for Arsenal if they go back into a certain situation. But they look great at the minute. Well, in that game tonight in terms of stopping counters.
Well, that's obviously a big win for Liverpool, and Thibaut Courtois, who's been absolutely man of the match in previous meetings, including a Champions League final, very nearly pulled it off again. Important, 3 points, important, not just for the points, but for the way back for Slot and Co.
I thought they were brilliant against Villa at the weekend, and I thought they was equally outstanding tonight. And it's a marquee win. Like I said, with this format, we get these juggernauts playing each other, but ultimately you get a free hit here and there. So if you're like Real Madrid now and you've lost this game, Real Madrid will still comfortably go through, barring an absolute catastrophe. So importance levels, it is where it is. But in terms of what it means for Liverpool, they've really took Real Madrid to the sword. There was one good chance from Real Madrid. It could have been 3 or 4. Courtois was brilliant, and I think it's a marker down for them to say, like, we're at it again. And I think that's it now. I think Liverpool will kick on, and I think they'll push Arsenal all the way in the league. And I think they've got a right good chance in the Champions League.
He did pick Florian Wirtz tonight, but he also did pick those midfielders that were the backbone of last season in Szoboszlai, McAllister and Gravenberch. So is it about balance, do you think?
Yeah, I think in terms of that midfield and what they're used to, we saw last season, I thought Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai were very good for Liverpool. I thought certainly Gravenberch in that deeper position. We saw McAllister then give him the freedom to get forward and get goals. So, yeah, I like that midfield. Wirtz is a quality player. It's finding a way of getting the best qualities out of it.
All those goals you considered earlier in the season, 2 per game pretty much. The fact that after Villa at the weekend tonight against Mbappe, Vinicius, who've been scoring for fun really all season long, both in Europe and in the league, that you don't concede before going to City on Sunday. I think would be huge for that defense, for the way they're structured. Without the ball, that midfield 3 is a massive help, of course. I wouldn't be surprised if it was exactly the same team that started at the Etihad on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, it's a great result. Julian's right. It's not conceding goals. And I said it 3 weeks ago, the balance with them 3 boys in the midfield, it just makes it's chalk and cheese. You're not conceding counter-attacks. The spacing's good. the technique of keeping the ball and moving it. So then Salah's, and Gakpo's and Ekitike are getting on the ball further up the pitch. Everything about Liverpool's side now looks right in the last 2 games, and now it's about consistency.
As I said earlier in the season, when Liverpool were winning games, the performances weren't quite there. But I think in the last 2 games, and there was a lot of pressure on the manager coming into the game after what happened against Crystal Palace, going off the cup. So to beat Aston Villa convincingly and to beat the biggest club in the world, Real Madrid, I would say convincingly tonight. I think without Courtois, that game could have been 3 or 4. He was absolutely fantastic, and it's not the first time he's been like that against Liverpool. And Liverpool have come on the wrong end of results because of Courtois, but that wasn't the case tonight. Liverpool were absolutely fantastic. And great atmosphere in the stadium, and lots of great performances. So we're talking to Liverpool's best player this season, Dominic Szoboszlai, so I think that's fair. Are we ready?
Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Good evening.
So we normally give you a good welcome. Let's pretend like you just came. Hey, Szoboszlai! Lovely to see you.
Dominic, this season hasn't been exactly how you would have wanted in terms of the results so far this season, but you as an individual have been absolutely fantastic, and I think that your level since your first season at Liverpool, last season and again this season, has gone up each season, and it feels like you're one of the first names on the team sheet.
Well, thank you. But that's a team sport, as you know as well. So I'm happy about my performance week by week and game by game. But now I think we are back on a winning track, and that's the most important. So I'm happy that I can play in a level like that. But yeah, I just need to keep going.
You've been so important to the team this season that the manager's playing you in lots of different positions. It looks now back in your favourite position. How have you found it this season, playing at right back in different roles?
My favourite position is actually a little bit maybe deeper.
Oh, central.
Yeah.
Central
But,
Campisto.
Yeah, I just want to be on the pitch. As you mentioned, a couple of times I played right back. But yeah, as you know, that's not my position for the future. But I think the Gaffer knows that. But I have the team wherever he needs me.
The team last season is the team that's probably played the last couple of games against Aston Villa and Real Madrid. What do you put the improved performances down to? Is it sort of the familiarity between the players on the pitch?
Yeah, I think we know each other since I'm here, so 2 years. That's my 3rd year. So, but I think the new guys also show the quality, especially today. I have to mention Flo, because he just kept on running, winning the balls, running back, having his chances, giving me almost an assist. So sorry from here as well. But yeah. We need everybody as a whole squad.
That was definitely Florian Wirtz's best performance. But I want to throw you to the studio. I'm sure you're aware of the show. Do you know anybody called Big Meeks? Do you know who Big Meeks is?
Yeah. I think he has always a good trim.
Thank you very much, Dominic. But I wanted to ask you, Dominic, is your good friend Jamie there? Is he popular in the dressing room at Liverpool?
He is popular everywhere, all around the world.
Okay, let me simplify the question. Do the players like Jamie in the dressing room?
I think you can't name anyone who doesn't like him.
Oh, wow.
That's a surprise, yeah. Because I'm a huge Liverpool fan. When Liverpool win, we all win, don't we?
Yeah, yes. But if we lose, everybody loses. Huh?
Everybody loses. We're all unhappy. But that doesn't happen with Micah, with Big Meeks, because he doesn't support one team. He supports Manchester City and Arsenal. Yeah, he's one of them, yeah. He hasn't got a real team. But in the studio...
Coming from somebody who grew up an Everton fan, you've got some cheek. A nervous laugh there. Look at that.
No. Listen. He's rattled. Let's stop talking to them. There's a couple of Champions League winners in the studio, and I'm sure that's a trophy you'd love to get your hands on. So, if there's anything, Thierry Henry,
yes, I wanted. Yeah. So first and foremost, congratulations, Dominic. And I wanted to ask you something. It looks like in the last 2 games, a bit less against Villa, you control the counters a bit better, especially tonight. And I think that's very important if you want to go back to be successful. And how important is it also for you to be able to play that final in Budapest at home?
Yeah, the first question, the first answer is finally we are keeping the clean sheets, and I think that's the most important. we had the rule 5 seconds behind the ball, and I think last 2-3 games everybody's doing it. And I said it many times. It would be a dream to play in the final in Budapest, but that's a long way to go. We have to keep going and looking game by game. But if I could play, that would be amazing.
Gareth, you've been a bit quiet. You've been a bit quiet, Gareth. Is that because Madrid got beat? You got anything to say,
He's
Gareth?
calling you out. Just because he's here.
Real Madrid lost. I'm not too pleased.
Little question for Gareth. Dominic?
I think no. If he has a question for me, I'm really answering.
Micah likes to ask on the show, if you're aware of the show, maybe on social media as well. And who is your favourite? Micah, do you want to ask this question or shall I?
No, you're there. You ask him the question. No problem, Jamie.
Okay. Dominic,
Who's my
your favourite on the show?
Do I have to pick one?
Yeah, you got to pick one.
I would pick Kate.
Oh, thank you so much.
What a rubbish answer.
I appreciate it.
See you later. Congrats,
See you
Dominic.
later.
Dominic,
Congrats.
thank you so much. We
Congratulations,
appreciate
man.
you. Thank you.